It will be goodbye for now after today's program. Today is Holy Thursday, April 17th. From Ave Maria Radio, this is Michigan Mornings. Good morning from Ishpeming. I'm Matthew Handley. I'll have more on what's coming up here at Ave Maria Radio, but first this news. Catholic Charities of Southeast Michigan is confirming that several programs aimed at assisting migrants, refugees, and those struggling with substance abuse will cease or be significantly reduced. The organization says decisions by the federal government to halt funding has caused the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops to not renew its agreements with the federal government. This will have an effect on local agencies. Catholic Charities of Southeast Michigan is expected to lose $130,000 in annual funding. Some of the affected services include legal aid, housing referrals, and the agency's La Casa Amiga Center in Pontiac. Over 300 current and former physician's assistants have filed a lawsuit against Michigan Medicine, as they say female PAs earn around $9,000 less than their male counterparts. Christine Oldenburg-McGee is a current PA at Michigan Medicine, former president of the United Physician Assistants of Michigan Medicine, and has been there for 15 years.
The University of Michigan does publish their salaries every year. And so I just took it upon myself to take a look at that data, and I noticed that there was a disparity in the pay between the men and the women.
McGee says she filed the lawsuit on her behalf along with female colleagues and says she has raised the issue for years. They're seeking back pay along with exemplary and punitive damages to stop future violations. The Trump administration is fast-tracking the Line 5 tunnel project, relying on a federal emergency designation normally used for dam breaks and oil spills. It is not immediately clear how much it will speed up the process. A spokeswoman for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Detroit District said officials are working to establish an updated timeline. Most of what travels through Line 5 is Canadian oil and natural gas that is only transiting through Wisconsin and Michigan before going back to Canada. However, propane for the Upper Peninsula also travels through the line. The line is nearly 72 years old and currently lies at the bottom of the Straits of Mackinac. The city of Detroit is starting Phase 1 of solar neighborhoods. The neighborhoods involved in Phase 1 include the Gratiot-Finley, State Fair, and Van Dyke-Lynch areas. Residents are offered a voluntary buyout or energy-efficient upgrades if they remained in their homes. Roughly 265 homes are receiving new energy-efficient water heaters, windows, roofs, and furnaces. Solar infrastructure will begin to be placed by the late summer. You're listening to Michigan Mornings on Ave Maria Radio. Now this.
Persecution around the world has manifested itself through the centuries, but it is worse today than ever before. Aid to the Church in Need and its donors have been there to help since 1947, never abandoning the Church or her most vulnerable children. Will you stand up for your faith and accompany our brothers and sisters on their spiritual journey? Visit churchinneed.org. churchinneed.org.
In the Motor City today, we're looking at increasing clouds with a high near 60. Tonight, we'll have a chance of showers in the early morning hours. It'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 50. Some of those showers will continue into the commute tomorrow morning. It'll be partly sunny and warmer with a high near 78. Saturday, rain is likely in the morning. Our high will be 66. And on Easter Sunday, expect a chance of rain, partly sunny with temperatures around 55. In Saginaw, expect sunny skies with a high near 62 today. Tonight, we have showers likely in the early morning hours. It'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 50. Some of those showers will continue into the commute tomorrow morning, and we'll have a chance of showers in the afternoon as well. It'll be mostly cloudy with a high near 75. Saturday, we'll see a chance of rain in the morning. Expect mostly cloudy skies with a high near 58. And Easter Sunday, we'll have a chance of afternoon rain showers, otherwise partly sunny with a high around 51. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. I have some more news to bring to your attention. The trade war between the U.S. and China continues. News Nation's Robert Sherman has that story.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has even said they believe that China's been the major bad actor on the international stage, and that if they're able to effectively put China on an island, that they believe that that might be the best way in order to get some kind of a deal across the finish line with the Chinese. But we know that those conversations are ongoing, but both of these sides have really entrenched at this juncture and are not prepared to budge.
Currently, there is a 145% tariff on all Chinese imports. The Department of Justice is suing the state of Maine over refusing to ban transgender athletes from women's sports. The lawsuit was announced by U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi yesterday morning. It comes almost 2 months after the public back and forth between President Trump and Maine Governor Janet Mills at the White House. And the Trump administration is also asking the IRS to revoke Harvard University's tax-exempt status. The request comes amid President Trump's revocation of federal funding from Harvard and after the school refused to cave to his political demands. Tax-exempt status is typically given to charitable, religious, and educational organizations that adhere to certain tax laws. As I alluded to at the outset of the program, this will be the final episode of Michigan Mornings. As Ave Maria Radio continues to grow and expand, we are working on new and innovative ways to bring you inspiring, engaging, and local Catholic radio to you every day. Now, while this program is ending, I will be sticking around at Ave Maria Radio. Starting on Monday, I will be the news anchor on Morning Offering. Morning Offering is a great program from our partners at Annunciation Radio in Toledo, Ohio, and it will be expanding to Ave Maria Radio's Michigan stations next week. Join Ron, Dave, and Pat for prayer and inspiration, lots of great guests, and of course, the daily news. That begins Monday at 8 a.m. right here on Ave Maria Radio. As I wrap up this program, I want to thank Mike Jones, our president and general manager, Steve Clark, our vice president of operations, our producer Eric Dumont, who is up early every morning to make sure this show gets to you on time, and of course, the great Al Cresta, who gave the original okay for this program to start. In Ishpeming, Michigan, I'm Matthew Handley. Have a blessed Triduum, and Lord willing, I will talk to you on Morning Offering on Monday. Goodbye.